Hey guys, good morning. Fucked up schedule, Elich here. This is, I guess, Vampire Zombie Elich. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be off hours for a couple of days. For sure.
God. Have you seen that shit?
Playing Warhammer 2 and Fallout 4 these days, in case you missed it. Fallout New Vegas is done, completely the Legion playthrough. Okay, just give me a few minutes, guys. Give me a few minutes. Got pizza, beer, and Elich. Oh man, don't mention beer to me. I'm probably gonna have a headache all night. Okay, a little bit of coffee. Putting up. Before we start here. So guys, is anybody having these problems on their PC? What? I don't know what the fuck is going on, you know. Microsoft must be doing a very good job these days. Okay. There's a new update for Windows. Maybe they fixed it. Oh, yes, that's the shit. Somebody just sent me a message. I don't know who it was. Maybe I update the Windows 10 again and this is all gonna get fixed. So, what was I saying? Yeah. It's gonna be a few minutes to boot up. I would like my coffee. With a little milk and a little bit sugar. You know, in a big mug. Okay. Mentioning Microsoft, Monka. We're not talking about, not allowed to mention Microsoft. I'm not sure what is going on, but ever since April this year, everything's went to shit in my PC. Bugs, instability issues. Even with a lesser update, when I turn on PC, there's a good 50-50 it's gonna crash before it's gonna work again. I haven't turned off my PC in like 10 days now. So, who knows what is going on. Hopefully this all goes away, these issues all go away with the new PC with Warhammer 3. Imagine you having these same issues with Warhammer 3. I guess we're gonna have to use Windows 11. Maybe they are creating these issues with Windows 11. Don't even care about known problems with the updates to push the people towards Windows 11. Because I'm not sure if I imagined or dreamed it, but I turned on PC one day and it was mentioning Windows 11 something. It was disturbing. Speaking of disturbing stuff, guys, we're doing Warhammer 2 right now, but I want to share something with you guys. I want to share something with you that many people have linked me today. You know, guys, I like TBC Classic. I played it until, you know, certain things happened, and I just can't play it right now. Literally uninstalled it and just, you know, want to forget about it. Hopefully it fixes by the time they release Diablo 2. Resurrected. Let me show you something here, guys. Let me show you here. Literally, the only reason to have anything to do with WoW these days is this guy on YouTube called Captain Grimm. He does the shit. He does the shit. Only 100k subscribers? Fucking hell. I don't subscribe to anybody for the, you know, obvious reasons. I don't want to get recommended videos or anything, but if I would subscribe to anybody on YouTube, would be this guy. I don't like videos and I don't subscribe videos due to YouTube algorithms that they just, you know, fuck up the whole YouTube. So I just never subscribe and clear my history daily. But this guy has released a video called The Current State of WoW. And nothing we don't know, nothing I don't know, but seeing it from this guy, coming from this guy, you know how deep shit is right now. And the most disturbing thing, I'm a little disturbed, like in the early morning it's easy to disturb me, but the most disturbing thing about this video is the background music that plays. It's a warped version of WoW music. It's like you're in a fucking horror movie or something, and you're about to get, they're about to get you. They're about to get you. So let's see this video. It's only 3 minutes before we go back to Warhammer 2.
Dank. Looking for Dank.
True.
Hello? Anyone? I don't know if those even exist anymore.
Last time I went into the dungeon, I tried to do a dungeon, I waited like 2-3 hours just to get a tank for a heroic. Just ended up going offline. And this seems like a pretty common thing unless you just nail the time of day when these things are actually online. You know, only you had some, you know, seriality guy, you know, to help you do a dungeon, you know, when you need it.
I just came home from work and I feel like I'm still there. The game is not bad. Why are people leaving? Idiots are just jumping on bandwagons for their dumb agenda.
Love it. Just listen to this music in the background.
Oh my God,
welcome!
Someone actually rolled Alliance. Oh, this is a dream come true. With 5 Alliance players on the realm, now I'll be able to run some dungeons. Wait, 5? What do you mean? Oh, well, this is one of the Horde-dominated realms. Oh no, not this again. Oh. Whoa, at least the lore is cool, right?
Ha! I have outsmarted you for the 20th time. You are but mere pawns in my master plan.
There's a text that happens there, you have to be so really fast to catch it.
Master plan.
He puts it so fast because it's, you know, sensitive stuff.
I too am 100 steps ahead of you all. It's all a part of my...
Look at the clothes on Sylvanas, man. It's like, what the hell, man? What's that supposed to be? What happened to her clothes? She looks fucking ugly. Where's that old purple Sylvanas that look really badass? What is this shit? I haven't seen Sylvanas in years. What the fuck is this? She has these emo lines over her eyes. Fucking hell. What have they done to Sylvanas? They turned her into something really bad. It's like the character and the looks. What the fuck is this shit? Who designs this crap? Fire those people.
My plan.
Me too. I also have a master plan. You two, shut up. I'm so far ahead that not even the WoW writing team knows my plans.
They've been here for weeks. Yep. And they're clearly bots. Yep. Oh, I'm sure it's real hard for Blizzard to recognize them. I'm done.
What the hell is wrong with you anymore?
Why did you even put microtransactions in Classic when you said you wouldn't?
The pre-made groups are spammed with people selling runs. Take care of it.
Hey, Jim! Come on, man! Who's ready for some cubicle crawling?
Jesus. That's definitely poor taste.
Dear payers, I mean players, we here at Blizzard hear you loud and clear, and believe to have made it clear that has been the case for quite a while now.
Keep ignoring us about everything.
With that in mind, we are announcing immediate changes and are giving you what you want and need, and that is a new 6-month subscription mount. Fuck off. And classic players, come now. You have the amazing Deluxe Edition to take advantage of, as well as the amazing Dark Portal Pass level boost. The botters are literally exploiting that. Yeah. I'm pretty done with this. Yeah, same. I'll go play something else. Maybe Final Fantasy XIV or something. Anything but this. That guy's an asshole. Oh, come on, PR department. You gotta live it up sometimes too, am I right? Hey, when this video
This
goes
is so
viral,
fucking sad. I can't even laugh anymore at this shit. Like that face from Tyrander, man. But after all of this is so fucking depressing. Where were we, guys? Back to our own copium. Okay. We are back with the one Carstein here, boys. Eternal Empire. It looks like it's 1 hour per turn. That's what happens when you do too much. Turns go slow, but you progress a lot. Oh god, this looks familiar. What is this? 2 warriors and 3 miners. And the game decides to kill all our graveguard greatswords and the dual weapons. What about our 1000 skeletons? I mean, look at Bryce, at least doesn't kill our Vargas and the Black Knights and other heroes. Follow-ups after we destroy the High King's army. God damn, 1 sec. Okay. This is pretty literally our army number 6. Yeah, this is our army number 6. We have 7 armies and gonna get an army number 8. It's 75. Well, like this is interesting because we can see direct damage of these guys on our skeletons. Without flanking. Or without range interference.
Everywhere is death.
Do ogres benefit from tech or redline skills? If it says it buffs the units in the army or specifies, you know, this type of units, yes.
Noble of the night.
But they don't have any specific skills. They added mercenaries to every faction, but they haven't added every faction, you know, technologies or skills, like campaign skills to manage the mercenaries. So for most factions, they're just base stats. But if you're playing Empire and you have ogres in your army, look at this, that famous move to the left. Sometimes even the artillery just starts moving here and just jump them. This is a, you know, a known issue, really. A known issue, unknown by the players, not only, you know, really known by the devs. Basically, you have the anti-faction technologies like 10 leadership and 10 attack against the undead as the Empire, and these technologies work against the ogres. If I mean, work with ogres if you have ogres in the army against the undead, so those ogres get buffed as well. They should have really dumped one of the trash campaign skills. Every faction has one on their characters, and used it to do something with ogres. There's, you know, the usual stuff with recruitment or you know, some attack bonus or stats. Heck, if they're gonna expand on it, our characters should have a campaign skill or two for this.
The cat will rise against us.
Technology. This is like what we were talking about for years. Generic technology that every faction have access to. You know, like line of sight, campaign movement range, replenishment, public order, mercenary management. Every faction have access to such technologies without outside the unique technologies. But like faction-specific technologies, and then technologies that are available to every faction that are, you know, just the most common stuff, like what I just named before.
You serve me. It is done.
So they have militia training and they have additional leadership.
Vampire Lord.
This is Roman. It's a devious necrarch.
We surpass no
Don't
doubt.
really have anything special in him. He's a low rank still.
Life ends.
We got 7 armies. Not everybody can be in the constant action or just, you know, bring down nations. We need armies that just patrol around.
Vampire Lord. Soon, my legions. Soon.
The summoning begins.
Company Hickok, beast. I open my tongue. Nagas goddess. I am
Cross the breeze. Blood magic.
So the dwarf warriors, huh? Spears are not very good at against dwarf units. The skeleton spears, I mean. The swordsmen are okay.
Vampire. Bleed them. Death to the living.
This army needs more power. This necromancer doesn't have a forbidden rod yet. I guess we haven't equipped yet. We have like 6 forbidden rods. What are 6 skills on this skeleton spearman? It's because the characters were damaging them and they were just finishing them off. Doesn't look like 2 spearmen can handle even the dwarf warriors if they have no experience. Give rank 3, rank 4 these units, you can beat 2 spearmen.
Vampire Lord. I hunger. Lead them.
What? Attack! It's fate. Necromancer. Undead ascending. Time to feast. Do not share your ancestors. With haste. A new order comes.
Well, this clears the Torgrim invasion here. He sent one army to Beeline Kragmir, minor settlement, and then besieged the Castle Dragonhof because there was an army there. Meanwhile, Vlad taking all his lands from the other side, killing Karazakarak. Defensive AI, by the way. Don't care about expanding, they care about defending the borders. Lost his main city for a minor settlement. This is the second time they target this settlement. I think it was Ungrim before him. The settlement literally cost them their whole kingdom. And it's one settlement of about 50 settlements.
Everything dies.
It's 1075. Let's see, unliving host should be a priority here, yeah. Attack and defense for our infantry. Doesn't work on only infantry, it's just for the zombie skeletons. Zombie and skeletons and ghouls. Yes, zombie ghouls and skeleton units. Doesn't work on the can raids. Hey, Cam. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We got 60 settlements. It's 1075. 21 provinces. All this campaign is depends on the chat how many provinces they're gonna add or remove. Looks like we have a very long campaign right now. The 12 vampires, 1 banshee, 1 white king. Oh, look at this: 12 vampires, 1 banshee. Nothing wrong with that. 23 necromancers, 7 armies. Trading with Musalon and Sylvania. Still puppet with Sylvania, and will stay like the rest of the game as they get destroyed. Dwarven Heimlings, Red Eye. We're gonna cause some problems in the mountains because we don't have anybody there. War with Critique, Karazakarak, Avalorn, and Clan Molder. The High Elves declared war, but haven't done anything about it so far. Haven't expanded further into Bretonia, but if we take the coast, they would attack 100%. So we're gonna do some different things there before that happens, like dealing with Red Eye, who have a lot in the mountains. What are these ogres? I've been kind of busy over the summer, so I haven't watched any. It's a new thing they added in the game, Ogre Mercenaries. So it's a new mechanic. So basically, after battles and raiding, you have a chance to find their camps. They basically appear on the map. You have to send your lord into the camp, and then you pick which mercenaries you're going to add to this roster. They have 5 different types right now. They are great weapons, man-eaters. Man-eaters are kind of like stronger ogres. The man-eaters with pistols, ogre pistols. They are mono-frank cavalry, and there are regular ogres with dual weapons, and just the regular ogres. Every faction has access to this. They're all siege attackers, which kind of makes them nice. So you can add them to the army and they fight for you. The regular ogres have a good upkeep, the cavalry has solid upkeep, but the man-eaters are a little bit overpriced, so unless you're desperate, you're rarely gonna use man-eaters. Let's see, what's left in this turn? we said we're just gonna guard this area until the wall is up. Yep. Makes sense. Huh.
Who shall we destroy?
Okay, this one is AFK, that's good. Necromancer is making money here, all good. We'll say what's happening at the start of the next turn when we start the first new turn. We got tier 3 here for us. We have 29,000 income nearly. Hey, Bress. So it was 175. We have 3 fronts here. One in Kislev area and possibly Norska. We have one front in the mountains and the border prince area, and the third front is in the Bretonia. I forgot about this. Could have added the emergency here, but yeah, this thing I think was just about to get fortified. Well, Ostermark is currently a war zone. We're gonna have to send an army here. So if I, what could have been done here? 3 stone trolls. That's actually very difficult to deal with. So even if I added a proper emergency, it might have just cost us a lot of money for nothing. I think 6 stone trolls would murder most of the emergency stuff, unless we expended a lot of money here, like over 10,000.
We have much to discuss, and thou...
No alliance here. We are strength rank 2. We'll see if Eltron can do something with Albion, but it's most likely going to suicide that army, and we're just gonna get a new one. 29,075 income. The income is keep increasing. So let's say what's going on here. Set up the campaign right now. So it's turn 76. We got 21 provinces, 60 settlements, 29,000 income, 7 armies, and got nearly 40 heroes. Diplomacy-wise, we're keeping Manfred as puppet. We're training with Musalon, and we are awarding some Norska, Greenskins, some High Elves, which declare war, but they're not attacking. We are going to ignore them. We are finishing off Karzakarak, and we basically just have some border wars with Clan Molder. We're just going to retake their Empire lands. We're not going to go into Kislev area, because by the time we clear all this, unless we send main armies, Chaos will come here and destroy everything. So we'll use partially Red Eye and the Clan Molder as buffer against Chaos. We can expand in other directions. Staying rank 2, so we're the second strongest faction in the world. Nagrand is first. We don't know who's third, who is 5th, but Clan Morse is rank 4. They're fighting Lizardmen, and they're fighting Knights of Calador, who have done a nice surprise this campaign. Cleared Clanation. Okay. We got 7 armies. Let's start with the main armies here. This is Vlad's army. Looks like this is one of the last dwarf armies here. Towards the end they're gonna be spamming like crazy. They did configure Clan Nagrand. It's probably another army moving there. There was a big siege at Fort Sol. It's really insane they haven't touched Middle Wongelbark or Granstad. That shit makes no sense. This is a little Fifi, knowledgeable Vampire of Shadows, just a spy for Vlad. So regarding dwarves, they still have these regions here. By taking this area here, the Clan Morse will no doubt attack us, and they'll open another front here. And to take these 2 areas, you have to go around the longer way, or you have to trespass in Skaven territory, which will make them attack us for sure. Clan Morse will definitely like us a bit by fighting Karazakarak, but the moment we start trespassing, they'll attack. And we got the Red Eye in the mountains, nothing we can do about them right now. They basically just recently attacked Manfred, dragged us into the war. And they're in the mountains. And there's nothing can be done about this. Even if we had a proper tier 3 garrison here, this is tier 3 center with tier 2 walls. This is just done. Maybe if the second army leaves, or the rebels attack them. I'm gonna send Isabella, who just been click into Bretonia for real estate. We destroyed Artois, Marienburg, Karagziflin, and Paravon. We should send Isabella to deal with the Red Eye. If we keep expanding into Bretonia here, especially the coast, the High Elves will attack 100%. Right now is a low chance they'll attack us at the distance, but because of this settlement here, they declare war. So dealing with the Red Eye, at least on this side of the mountains, should be a thing. Take their capital and some other cities, so they're not threat to us. They're not threat to us right now, but they can still challenge an army or two in the mountains. And since we are fighting on 3 fronts, you know, that's just enough. We have Kemmler and shit visit in Bretonia, so that's more than enough. We should look into adding a Vargeist in this army and a Terrorgeist. Haven't seen any Terrorgeist yet. So send Isabella to deal with the Red Eye. Our best developed province is Reichland, and 10 turns until tier 5. And we'll have tier 5 on turn 92. Our second most developed is Western Sylvania in 12 turns. We can clear Karak Asgaras on the way here as well. I put Shidwiz and Kemmler in position to attack Boston so we can take Boston province. This one is a discipline one.
Bring me flesh to craft.
There's a vampire needed here. Send this one to Elteron. I think Elteron is just poking here with a doomed expedition.
Denied.
I'm not sure we can even deal with a proper army here.
A step too far. You're
Military presence 6, so there's 2 small armies here. This was our army number 7, so that is the lowest rank. No heroes. The vampire army is all about the lord and the heroes. If they're below 20, it's usually not reliable. Especially in the later stage of the campaign, like turn 76. And this is just doomed here. We should not even go there. We should just guard the coast with him. I think we still have... maybe it just expired. Oh, Matilda's at C3 turns. Yeah, the turns were very slow. If we can keep getting the boss from the sea, it's just gonna be insane. So we'll just have him patrol the coast here.
This will do. Strike out.
There's a Nobella here, okay. Terrible winds for 10 turns and 1500 dark magic, okay.
What do you want?
A couple of skull reefs around.
March.
You dare.
I said I would be getting the army number 8 once I get Puppet Master, so the next lord gets extra ranks immediately. Because it's gonna be harder and harder to get ranks on these new lords, because so many armies. Not everybody can do stuff. It's gonna be the cunning Lamian bloodline.
I am ready.
So what is this one? This one is with Shield Wizard. Isabella moved, Vlad moved. Okay. So Vlad is first army, Isabella second army. Shield Wizard has been a third army, right? So let's do some order things.
Find
Although Kemmler will take the third spot because the Legendary Lord the moment he gets a little bit better troops. He's only rank 15, and the fact he wasted 6 skill points makes him only rank 9. It takes longer to level up.
Bats and wolves.
Oh, Shield Wizard is killing the third army. His army has become reliable, just needing the Necromancer on rank 20 to make sure nothing bad happens if the army gets destroyed. Just gonna increase quality slowly. We do have income now to do it.
March.
Okay, clear Baston. Baston is here in the center of Bretonia. The coast is not worth taking like Lioness and Borderlook because the High Elves will target it. It's unlikely they'll target it with just this place here, they just see us. So, other than Skull Smashes, the rest of Bretonia, maybe Karaksan is still fine, but it's too far south with the other side. Maybe just still this place here will be fine. We just want to build up, see what happens. These guys should be active, or maybe just get a war zone here so they get a little experience.
Soon. What vile filth stands before me?
There's a good chance when the chaos shows up, Mumford will betray us just because of sheer size of the chaos. The vassal system is near broken, I would say. The allies, your friends don't see you as the overlord of the vassals, so they target your vassals. They don't even see in the picture. And sometimes when a big power like this attacks, even if you're a superpower, the vassal will just say no, no. So it's a broken system that needs improvements, and I don't think they're gonna do anything about it unless it's gonna be a faction mechanic. The vassal system doesn't even fit this game. It's left much to be desired, you know. Literally should be expanded as a mechanic and not just a total war part of the game that doesn't have to do anything with Warhammer. It would just fit with some factions that, you know, sure, let's just put it because it was part of the Total War for years. There's a very good chance Sylvania will not join war against the Chaos, which means they'll betray us, and that's not their fault. It's the fault with the system. We pretty much save them against any attackers, but if there's a massive superpower attacking them, I just say no, and then we have to destroy them. And High Elves all declare war the moment we're taking this port here. By controlling this port here, you see all of the Great Ocean, which means you have contact with Ultuan. So even if you don't go there, they see you and they'll declare war on you no matter what. But unless you take more of this coast here, they might just ignore you. Which we don't want to fight them right now. We have all the 3 fronts, on which one is just like a stalemate, and one is slow destroying dwarves and plan to destroy Red Eye. All this is just expansion here. But if we expand too much, the High Elves will start poking us all. Then we're gonna have to have some serious troops in a couple of armies to deal with them.
Everything dies. Obliterate!
So the enemy that we have now with High Elves is Kotik. It's not a major power, but somehow they got to 15 settlements. They'll never really maintain a strong military while fighting Tyrion. There is Avalon, which hard to say what they do. It's almost like they're not doing anything. But they could also send an army around eventually. Currently it's a distance thing, so they might maybe just not acting on it. But they declare war due to hostile relations. Just because we opened the port on a Great Ocean. If we are on the fucking far side of the world and we met this faction, they might have declared war anyways. Just because, you know, that's how the air works. Relations means wars, even if you're on the other side of the world, in most situations. There's some factions like the High Elves or Vampires which have a higher chance to declare war. But there are some factions, like when you play maybe Vampire Coast, the Beastmen, Wood Elves, no matter what bad relations are, some factions will not declare war on you unless they're gonna work together with someone against you. In this case, doesn't matter if you're a fucking Grand Katai, they're gonna declare war on you just because you met them, because of the relations. Doesn't matter they're a fucking superpower and they're just the ants, they're still gonna declare war. The system is flawed with the relations and the chance to declare war just because the relations.
Darkness come.
The way they've probably left it like this is because they're just trying to create this weight on you so you have things to do. Because, you know, there's such thing as too many fronts, especially people who poorly manage their campaigns. So these too many wars can feel like, you know, it's like the end of the campaign to these people. So it creates, I guess, the best thing to call it arbitrary difficulty. And since the Wood Elves rework with fucked up diplomacy, hey guys, more arbitrary difficulty, especially with some factions.
Strike out.
Drag them
We could have totally went channeling here, so we're gonna have a little bit less power, but that's still fine.
It will be a
Close victory, huh? Did anybody get killed here? Nobody, huh? That's good, get rid of that. Sending the construction crew to start building some tier 4 economy buildings in this new cities.
they will serve. Bring me flesh to craft.
Is this the end of the stone? I missed the message.
Honor before glory.
They have an arm in the water here.
I am
Okay.
a lord of Bretonia. Never.
The coastline is actually a great thing because of these things here. These things scale insanely with a massive empire. Like materials at sea and lost cargo. So you can get some really nice boosts. We just scale crazy good for the snowballing. Just it's RNG to get these things though. Kemmler chooses to be together until we sort this out better. Where the hell is the vampire that's supposed to go with Kemmler? Supposed to send over this little vampire there. It's 6.
Expand Sylvania's borders. Expand.
This is our construction crew.
Who wishes the
No, this one's going later on.
Then go.
Maybe. Did I even get it vampire that time? Looks like I didn't even get it.
Your wish, master. Your wish, master.
This guy is just here to boost income. Necromancer increase income in the region by 11%. And all the extra necromancers are just basically on the campaign map just boosting income. Preferably we want them knowledgeable, but that's luxury.
This way.
You can always get what you want like that in huge amounts. These are all just regular ones, and this is a knowledgeable one.
To defile.
Each one of these increases income in Reichen by 11%. We're gonna be unlocking necromancers like crazy this campaign. So you can get up to 100 necromancers. So we gotta put them to good use. That is the discipline one here now. Looking for devious White Kings for the agents. Still want to get a couple of lore keepers because they're gonna be saving mine throughout the campaign. Discipline vampires. Knowledgeable lore keepers, necromancers. We don't need any more spies, just make money. And army necromancers.
I will not betray you.
Hey guys.
Ready?
Construction crew is going to Castle Artois, so we get the expensive economy buildings.
I hunt.
They should go through Coron as well.
Yes, my sire.
Do you need fresh troops?
Via Coron, Castle Artois, then Castle Baston. There's a two we can still build here, but these two are going to be very expensive because it's a mountain. Okay, we'll go through Coron.
Who wishes the red kiss? My thralls track ahead.
It's a longer way around, but
I will not betray you.
yeah, min-maxing construction costs, creating a disturbing economy, as you can already see,
I
considering our military and turn.
strike out. Recusant. I thirst. I go.
All the extra money could have been one less army. We could have made 4,000 a turn, and instead of moving these guys every turn, spending time on them, we could just click, building all without anything. Just click, don't even care about lore keepers, except to have one less army.
I hunt.
That's all it does. Allows one more army.
Find me.
But if you manage the construction costs well as well, the snowball effect gets out of control. And it's like, this is still a part of the campaign where it matters the most.
This night.
But literally, all this thing does is allows us to have this army here. Just have a little bit extra military. All the rank 2. We can get another army and another army, but increase the quality is gonna be extremely expensive. Let's see. The 3 economy buildings in tier 4 and 5. This last slot here doesn't really matter what it is. We're gonna remove it anyways. It's gonna make us money when we remove it. This is gonna be upgrade all when they make their turn here. I have only 6 of them, so it's not perfect. It's far from it. But it's currently I can't fucking even see shit here up there. Look at this icons here, give me brain damage. Until it's at C, 3 turns, so it's additionally 30% cheaper. So it's like 90% cheaper right now. One day. I guess we can just look at here. Things were bringing the Lemon Dragon was Vampires, yeah. It's not a great landmark, and but it does give you stuff. It's stuff for the long campaigns. The low recruit rank +2 alone is fine. Getting more ranks for the vampires, you want to recruit immortal vampires immediately. More corruption everywhere, and public order everywhere, just makes for smoother campaigns in the later stage. If you're playing a long campaign, hell yeah. If you play a short campaign, who cares? Smith's Hammer. It's a Vampire in Blood's army. 3 ranks until immortality. I've been using Miasma here quite a bit. I haven't upgraded it yet. Defense is the best thing to get here. 35 right now. We don't want to put her on a healthy with 35 defense right now. We only have one flying, so that's fine. It's the same lot as well. It does have potion of toughness, so it helps a lot with this.
Unstoppable.
What was the tier 3 here? This army has gotten even more quality now. You get 8 graveguards. There's a pile here, and it looks like it could be another pile here. 2 piles in Karazakarak. It does look promising. It's kind of insane. The clan wars have been moving here, and these guys have not declared war.
More things for my trophies. Challenge me. Dare you.
There's not a single trespass. What?
Ready?
This is strange, and first not discovering who is here without clicking on the settlement. Now there's no trespass penalty again. It's almost like this is working now as it's supposed to be work all those years ago. As you guys remember, moving here to the other side, and they didn't. We couldn't meet any of the factions there before cleaning the city. Let's see if we get a trespass penalty. As there's nobody here, it's ruins, right? It should be ruins, not Skaven territory.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Been moving heroes around the map next to the factions we have never met, but we haven't met them. Happened with the High Elves and with the Skaven. With the Skaven makes sense, but moving a hero next to High Elves and not meeting the factions, that's been odd.
Lord of the Night Cower.
2 battles here for Vlad. It's Gromberdal again. We all defeated Gromberdal. And there's Vashnar in the area. We throw all our skeletons on the bus. This could be another. Well, we're taking a little bit of attrition. 4, 5, 6, 7. Not with the Graveguard, unless the Graveguard takes damage. It's one of the last armies. Yeah, definitely spamming right now, and most of you probably gonna be in the vaults since they configured Klanangr. So this is far from done with far worse with wars. Heck, they're probably still gonna take Fort Sol like it's nothing. Try to see them coming. Might as well just deploy it right next to them.
Vampire! Crush the breathers!
We have cookies here with a brass cleaver and armor glittering scales. Glittering scales. We have hammers here and giant slayers. Most of the fighting will be here on the right side. We'll just try to breach on the left side.
I'm in your thrall!
Keep the necromancer on the right. We'll have the skeletons engage the slayers first. Put one of the regular graveguard here, good against slayers. And we'll put two grinders here. Gonna be targeted by the artillery as well. Main grinder will be here around the Necromancer. Necromancer has 2 extra buffs on the in melee range: Brass Cleaver and Glittering Scales. So on top of Vigor Mortis, Holy Lodestone, Master of the Dead, with Brass Cleaver and the Glittering Scales. And then you have Curse of Years, Curse of Undead, Vacation Hack, One Who Dance Macabre. Make sure those guys stay undead.
Your desire?
Yeah, let's go. That cavalry is probably gonna get shot by the artillery. I have to stay away from Thunderous with the flyer.
With haste!
Yeah, Curse of Years here to begin with.
Victory is mine!
I have to pin some of this stuff before we can get through. Make sure these guys get defense, and let's begin. Grinders here, I'm gonna have to go through them. Let's send Vargas into range, why not? Send zombies to pin some of this stuff. Make Curse of Years here. Just direct through all the range units here, make sure everybody's pinned. Another Curse of Years here. Curse of Years lowers their speed and attack.
Night has fallen.
Okay, get more zombies behind them. Big attack buff here.
Swiftly! We surpass Nagas!
It shall be done. Darkness come. It is done.
Find me if you dare!
Time to ride!
One Warg is there. One Warg is there cause a fucking mess. What the fuck if there were 2 Warghasts? Shit should be illegal.
I thirst!
No one can stop me. Fight bad hell. Darkness reigns. What do you want? You dare? Bring there. I am busy.
Me too.
End them.
And they haven't even killed the skeletons. They're thinking about piles. So Vlad's skeletons are too much for the dwarves. With all his buffs, and the battle skills, and the tech, and the experience. Amount of boss just coming from that necromancer is sickening. And you can have like 2 or 3 in the army. Just have to get the right items right. Just a little bit problematic to kill.
This world is mine.
Serve my will.
Vlad von Carstein.
Noble of the night.
I will.
Got a massive region here. Vlad without any personal prowess, still handling this like a pro.
Kneel before your master.
Just get massive buffs in the air, right?
By Van Hell.
By Van Hell's will.
Bow before me.
Look at that healing, man. It's like he's under effect of invocation heck.
It shall be done. Vlad von Carstein.
Their time has come.
I will.
I've been hearing from people that are still experiencing invocation heck crashes, but haven't seen one in a long time, so I thought they fixed it, but could be other factors. One held Dance of Cab makes your unit move faster, which depending on situation can be something like if they're trying to engage, charge, if they're standing in place, not gonna do anything, and it gives them attack bonus, which increases their chance to hit, which is maximum 90%, so it lowers the bad RNG, makes your unit deal more consistent damage. If you're dealing against units that have high defense, you literally have to cast it, otherwise you're not gonna damage them properly. Like dwarves, for example. $1,700, nice. Could have healed way more here, but killed them a little bit too hard, I guess. Man, White Dwarf only killed 35. Yeah, it's he's been struggling against the graveyard, I guess.
I never tire.
Me cheaper miasma. In fact, we have 2 shadows of Empress in the army. This miasma is spammable. One just casts regular, one casts upgraded, and you just see the unit die.
fear my malice. The Black Court is no place for the weak. Ridiculous. Ill-considered.
They want money, huh? If we don't invite him to war, somebody else will invite him to war against us. That's how it works.
Short-sighted. If you insist.
They paid him for a for a better target, though.
I am invincible. I know my path.
Book of Archon. So we have entered this area here. Let's see. No trespassing, huh?
I am blood.
You have to go deal with this too.
Bend to my
Some moderate risk moving like this here, but should be fine. Even if dwarves have 2 armies in the area, we can still grind very well. Not trespassing. Something changed here.
I am unstoppable.
It's almost like it's supposed to work like this. Here regionally, which should make sense.
I thirst.
I thirst.
This is all gonna get targeted by the Red Eye. The Red Eye are causing trouble in the mountains here, that's why we're sending Isabella. Dwarves still have the vaults. 2 out of 3, but it's enough. It's tier 4. They have Karak Angaras as well. There was Vlad, there was Isabella, there was the 3rd and the 4th army. I don't think Yemen was the 4th army. The 4th army was... 3, 4, 5. Top 1 Carstein was the 4th army. Yeah. Kemmler was Confederate as the 6th one, but currently getting there. This area is a war zone.
Fool brings. Don't mess with me.
The rebels will start attacking as well. Really unfortunate. I have to stay on Wolfenbrook. Should have just sent Elteron with him. Could have already cleared this area of the rats.
More mausoleums to defile.
Beyond your comprehension.
I think both these regions here are Klangridus. They've been losing settlements on the other side, I think. So who controls these two then?
Your wish, master. Yes, plunder the grim.
It's Klangridus. These two are Klangridus, this is Klangridus. And these two are strange. I guess one is Clan Molder.
Will not, cannot.
There's an army here, here, and here. And we need another one. If we leave this area here, we're just gonna get overrun.
My will alone.
So until somebody else comes here, we're just gonna have to bait them on Wolfenburg and leave this area as a war zone. Which what it is, because the Red Eye as well.
What do you want? This suits my
This army is reliable. We just need to increase quality.
Now, good. This will do. Night march.
We're not expanding to Kislev area north of this river because of the chaos, so they're gonna use them as a buffer.
Ready? Move!
One thing that can still happen here, Winter can also attack us because they're allies with Clan Molder.
I smell death.
But Winterwood has other enemies. Tlaxlan, Dritza, and Kalda Sodek in other side of the world, but have no military whatsoever. This tells me that when Reichland had Salzmund, they actually lost the battle there. So I'm gonna stay on the campaign map. Any heroes here? Let's see. I've been getting kisses here.
War beasts not do strange thing.
1 devious, 2 devious, 3 devious, 4 devious,
You need fresh
5 devious heroes here. It's beautiful. That is beautiful.
darkness.
This guy's immoral. It's probably our best assassin here.
Death awaits.
Okay, another kiss. Every rank he gets will increase the chances to succeed by 1%, but also increase his cost. It does. It doesn't have the trait which increases his chance to wound, so he's missing that as well.
Who wishes the red kiss?
So we got the 5 devious heroes here. It's beautiful.
How? Strange joke.
Let's just level up the White King. We need this to be a very, very high chance. He's a low rank. He does has X 10% chance from the Kemmler.
It shall
Is one of his new skills. And with this will be 30% cheaper actions as well. Man, the hero game is gonna be disturbing.
your will.
Have White Kings especially for assault units. Try to get more devious ones as well. Vampire Cyclone is gonna be free soon. Is there this gives 3 ranks locally. I'm getting mainly shadow ones for the army. The Soul Blight with all the combination buffs and debuffs Vampire have, especially for this campaign, is very good. As we get more and more power, the Soul Blight will become no-brain to cast. Without even just looking at the power, just cast it. Take less damage and kill them faster. I'd like to get some death ones for Soul Blight, but doesn't really matter. Discipline, all that matters on a vampire, doesn't matter what lore they have. We all have enough magic.
Yes. Yes, Neferata was right.
We're gonna cycle the rest here. In 2 turns, the cycling of vampires in Eastern Sylvania will be free. So, at least there's something. Cycling of necromancers though is very expensive, but we park them here for income, so I guess they pay for it. They cost 125 and they generate like 700, if not more. On devious White Kings, plenty of necromancers right now, so I'll just cycle this one for now. Okay, this is gonna be our next lord, the Cunning Lamian Bloodline, army number 8. So we'll get Diablo and Strakon. We've been taking crazy research with these necromancers as well, plus the students and everything else. The necromancers alone give us like 200% research.
It will be as dust. Soon I'll be all-powerful.
There's a clan of rats here, which have like next to no military.
Everything dies.
Roman's army is lacking experience, especially the characters. It's most important. Yeah, we put this one in the army. I forgot. We got her in the army here. That's the one I was trying to get the kill. But putting it here instead. This clan Ferric could be nice for some experience for Roman. If we can be their military, then we can just sack the settlement a couple of times for some experience.
Bring me flesh to craft.
We can also send it here to challenge these guys, but I think we kind of have to deal with the Red Eye on the border. We can't just let them expand and keep moving those armies around. Gotta punish these movements.
Yes, empty the tombs. Yes, you will be rewarded. Tomb rot. Necropolis awaits.
Yes?
Well, it's a devious vampire, lacking experience.
Fools!
I'm gonna get some experience here as well. There's only so much you can do here on a couple of targets.
I will not betray you. This way. White King. Raise it to the ground. More mausoleums to defile.
Let's see what's going on here.
Find
Now, drone.
carnal pits.
This place is gonna rebel. And it looks like it's gonna be undead rebels. So if we click on the imminent rebellion, it says Behafen. It's hard to say which is gonna rebel first. If it's Essen rebels, nothing we can do. If it's Morhen rebels, we could add something here. Keeping Morheim at this tier makes sense. Get Scotty here for emergencies. Just gonna put a dent in the treasury a bit.
What is your will?
Only want to add much here, this is more than enough. We can't do anything about Essen because his army is close. It's not even worth it to adding that much troops here. This is good for a war zone, my potential some experience.
You dare.
So what's going to be happening here? Any rebels? So still looks like corruption is increasing here. Power one. Oh, look at this. We can get vacant battlefield here. This thing's upgrading to tier 2 is fine now because we have 30% off from the materials at sea. All next extra necromants, which is extra income. Best economic building at this stage, pretty much. I guess it's not better than a tier 5 economic building, it's almost as good as the tier 4 one. I'll keep the growth here because this is gonna be a repression building. There's more room for displaced buildings elsewhere. Just quick look at what's going on with the construction costs. We don't have notifications on. Maybe we should... Probably should not. There's too many things to go through every time. Better this way. Don't really want to upgrade boneyards into ossuaries. The leech yards into ossuaries. I mean, the boneyard tier 3. It's not good. We're gonna get necromancers rank 20 without that. So this is just all just waste of money. We definitely want a couple of these, but especially with a discount, 6,000 base cost is not worth building. This is not a good building to upgrade tier 3. While tier 2 is amazing. But you still want to have a couple of this tier 3 if you don't pay them at full cost. Just a couple until you can get necromancer ranks elsewhere. Tier 5, other various buildings, technology. You can get a rank 20 necromancer more than you need. You don't need to get them rank 20 plus by getting more of these. This will give us another 5 necromancers or so. This is gonna 30% off, right? I'll upgrade when we upgrade tier 5 here. Because we're gonna have the construction crew come. Records point with max garrison there. Karak Ziflin is here. A little bit extra growth here until tier 3 will change it around. This place is gonna get taken, not doing anything about it. It's just too much here. The rebels might not even attack them. Okay, that's good. Oh, I will only sending an army finally. I want to attack that small settlement there before we get wall up, no doubt. It is. Oh, they were at Essen. Okay, 1077. So we discovered an undercity under Clan Gratis' settlement. It's Clan Molder's undercity. We got an interface glitch here, and we can remove undercity. We don't even own the settlement. And we can see what is getting built here and how many turns it's gonna take. Left click to remove building from the queue, right click to further information. Cancel construction on Clan Molder building. Good thing this thing is starting to break, you know, just in time for Warhammer 3. You guys know I don't decided not to play in this game this year at the start of the year. There's some game-breaking shit with them right now. I don't even want to talk about it.
King of Darkness.
Start return. Let's check the characters first. Technologies next turn. Oh, there's a disciplined death vampire. That's good. I would like to have it with Vlad Army for the ultimate grinder. I guess third vampire in this army is fine, as long as it's not the same portrait. Makeup guy looking to the left. In black dress. We already have Lan looking like that. I guess we can put Lan in another army and put the Soul Blight, one from each lord here for Soul Blight. But that's still a great one to get. Just what I was looking for, a disciplined death for the Soul Blight.
Ready.
Soul Blight got changed. It lowers the damage now, all damage, not just base weapon damage. So it lowers the weapon strength by 25%. And the armor debuff is fine as well. It's like the knights. It goes well with the knights. No longer really helpful with the Vargas that much, but still he helps a little bit there. But the combination of armor reduction and damage reduction is great, especially when you have so much power you can cast everything you want. So add Soul Blight in the mix with the Curse of Years, with other various buffs for the attack. It just goes great. But the main reason to cast this is because you have a lot of power. And to minimize damage in your army and kill them faster. Just guys with the shit amount of power in the army, like let's say Vlad's army has 230 power. It's actually quite beneficial to have life leeching, because you cast a Soul Blight and that power will just come back fast. Because you have a big pool, you just like recharge. You just keep getting it faster and faster. But this, you know, counters with you have items, conduits, Morse engine, stuff like that. Life leeching pretty much gonna get the power of Soul Blight back immediately. And since you have over 200-300 power, it's not even gonna notice you lost any power. You pretty much get free Soul Blights.
All shall know me and tremble.
It's gonna be tough getting devious White Kings. But it's our main hero agent. Oh, another Lord Keeper. That's great. It's gonna be Lord Keeper number 7. We had to disband the White King.
Your wish, master.
I wanna have 10 exactly. 10 Lord Keepers exactly, the heroes.
Yes, misery awaits.
Ten exact.
This will be
The buff research and the lower construction cost. I got 22 provinces, 60 settlements.
Yes.
Extra vampire in the army, any army, instead of an elite unit, it's wanted because disciplined. It's better than even the most elite unit in the army because they scale really strong, really high when you get the experience and items. And the discipline just helps the rest of the army. Good number of vampires in the army is probably 2 or 3, without becoming something else. My goal is pretty much having vampires, unless it's Isabella, you start as Isabella, it's pretty much just having different portraits on each lore.
Cower before me, Lord of the Night. Set them.
We won't be able to keep these lands, we're just here to get rid of the dwarves.
I knew the way.
Capital is controlled by the Skaven, so it makes it worse. They might just attack us because we are in their province.
Death and destruction. The von Carstein.
Smith's Hammer and Mortal next turn. Grimgor got overrun by Clan Morse.
Vlad von
Clan Morse destroyed Grimgor while ignoring the dwarves. Dwarves ignored them as well. This area has can just mess up the public order, right? And give some corruption. There'll be plenty of osmosis here, and this is a border province. There's nothing else to get here, but we'll get this. 4 local and 2 adjacent. Just because there's nothing else to get here. $1,000 versus 7,000. Fuck this shit, man. This is crap building. Just get the Crypt Keepers. This building needs a rework and upgrade and buff. Yeah, we'll be adding Deagbro and Strakland, the next 2 army commanders. It's a long campaign, so plenty of names. Let's clear this. Pyrrhic Victory, yeah. Yeah. We'll clear the Karzakara here so they're not here, and Isabella will go into the mountains to deal with the Red Eye. We have all their armies elsewhere. Should visit in top of my castle and we'll just get more units and they'll be able to deal with other stuff. This is our second army. We start with Vlad, so he's our main army.
Isabella von Carstein! Find me if you dare!
Get it gone.
Dance macabre!
down, boys! Ogre! In my gas!
Excellent!
Excellent.
It is done! I will! It shall be! Vampire! For blood! Bleed them! Very well!
Killing time!
His lady! Quickly! Swiftly! Quickly! Swiftly! Quickly! Swiftly!
Eat 'em!
I smell fear! I ascend! Vampire! Queen of Darkness! I'm in your thrall! Vampire!
Come on.
The von Carstein's march! The curse of undeath!
God damn it, last stick. Almost resist all damage. $200 health left.
Swift!
Or 4,000 base health.
Isabella von Carstein! Love eternal!
I haven't seen the Slayers here.
Isabella!
Necromancer, it is time.
The resistance of the Necromancer is more than enough for Forbidden Road. Pretty nice. Because so much magic here. The fact with the Necromancer on a horse skipping up with Isabella and just summoning zombies all around the place, and just the swarm moving in and clearing everything, it's disgustingly effective, especially against single army. This are bats, this is not even Varghest. If I make everybody in this army Varghest, we literally triple the damage in an army, especially against armor. It's not about just the damage, the bats still always gonna lock the attack of the Varghests, not just their damage. Varghests do over 3 times more damage against armor. But you still have to just piranha the whole army, so the sheer amount of bats does it. They do have hunger, which Vargas don't. So they don't even need that much healing. We got like what, 14 curse on dead this game, this battle. That's massive healing. And the Vargas have splash damage as well. The Vargas is a damage dealer. It's like flying minotaurs. But a combination with Fellbots does make sense for the most part. A mix of both is ideal, because the two Vargeists, you know, they're gonna stomp. But one Vargeist and one Bat is gonna be no different than two Vargeists. And this thing costs like what, 3 times less than a Vargeist? You get so much free healing by mixing them with bats. So much free healing. There are actually units where the bats do even more damage than Vargas in this army. Just because there are 60 bats. I'm gonna get rid of this and just go to the mountains.
Try me.
This makes the Spirit Lich too cheaper and more better cooldown. All odds up. So what do we have here? Pestilent Scheme Priest.
I'll be all-powerful.
Who's Isabella? Let's see what Tom Carstein is doing. They're actually ignoring Wolfenburg. I think they're targeting this area here now.
More mausoleums to defile. This way.
We could kill this army with corruption with just a little bit of luck. Like we did one there much earlier.
I will not betray you.
I'm gonna get rid of this guy here.
Who wishes the red kiss?
More mausoleums to defile. White King. Your wish, Master.
Oh, pretty bad if this guy survives.
Who shall we destroy? Yes, plunder the Grimoire.
Tall Molders are our main enemy in the north.
I will not betray you.
Darkness comes.
If I take Kesson Rauken, we get jumped by 3 armies, if not more.
I will not betray you. Yes, misery awaits.
The Clan Graitus here, 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 and I guess one settlement here. And they made peace or something? Still at war. Clan Graitus is pretty much the only enemy is Red Eye, so Red Eye might have one army threatening them somewhere.
You dare.
Can Banshee block Slice in there.
Do you need fresh troops?
This is 67. We need this. Nice. This is gonna be disabled for a few turns. He's not dead.
I thirst.
Send our devious guys into Ostermark.
Your wish, Master.
Remaining devious
More
guys.
mausoleums to defile. I obey. Do you need fresh troops?
If we block this army a couple of times, they're gonna get crippled. Because this area is still heavily corrupted. And 49% chance, not a very good chance though.
Insults to haunt that.
I will not betray you. Who shall we destroy?
Should see what's going on in this place here as well, so we know if there is an army being recruited there.
the Shambler's move. Not possible. Possible.
Your will. It shall be done.
Leveling Booker here on some easy missions.
Yes, my sire.
Got 1 Devious here, 2 Devious here, 3 Devious here, 4 Devious here. It's only 49% chance to block. It's strange.
Will not. Cannot.
It's because of hinder replenishment down. It was done twice. The hinder replenishment actually retains the enemy hero action such as chance while it lasts. It makes the hinder replenishment really bad. So if you lower the replenishment on the army, the enemy hero success chance stays here while they have a debuff. Which makes the hinder replenishment bad if you want to have follow-up actions. That's why. Okay, this army could be crippled here now. Shield Wizard and Camera, and there's some else coming here. 17 with an Archmage and triplets here. I don't know about you guys, but this portrait looks off to me. I'm not saying there's 3 of them, but when you look at it, it looks off. What is that background there? It looks like a great out part of map, like this thing here. When you look at the background. Maybe it's just sitting like in front of a map on a wall.
I need more minions.
Yeah, Cameron needs more rates. We can afford it, right?
Then go.
Saying we can't recruit any rates here. Thought, this is actually just Mortis Ancient, not rates. Huh. This was also rates as well.
Find me grave-bound. Yes, the time is...
This area should be fine, more or less. We don't want any public order here because the rebellions are good here right now. So I think this guy didn't have a forbidden road when last time we used him. It looked like they totally ignored this shit.
Bring it all to me. Bring me flesh to craft.
We can't let them do this. They're recruiting also another army here.
Everything dies. You dare.
Oh boy. That's what, 3300 here and 3800 there. 2 piles. Multiple big piles. That's the way to go.
Bats and wolves, gather.
That's the way to go. That's even better than having one large pile. Hey, blacksmith. Remember, we're getting unlimited host up here. What are we gonna do about the trolls? Rank 6 and 7. Well, the best thing would be Blood Knights, but we don't have any Blood Knights here.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Thanks, no crash.
What the hell?
Guess we can pin them and send Vargas into them. We can still lower further upkeep on the Vargas here. 6 timber buildings currently in this one. 28% cheaper Vargeists. This army is lacking battle skills, the boys will be smacking. More graveyard is also recommended. The deadly graveyard, not the tanky one.
They will serve. Bring me flesh to craft. March!
They could have occupied both of these.
King of the dwarves. What is your will? Strigoi. I hunger.
This necromancer is a couple ranks away. Really good gear though. Just missing a brass cleaver.
Darkness comes.
This place will might get attacked by the baston, so we'll just keep moving here for now. Where to also consider this will attack Bretonia here.
The council is disappointed.
Taking the castle makes sense, because it can really take it, because the three armies are gonna engage us. The one army missing here, so just building up Wolfenburg here. Gonna be rebels here as well. This is gonna be great for some experience. Army number 8 will start recruiting soon as well, so we're gonna be like, what, rank 2, 5? What rank is gonna even be? Why does it start on rank 3 again? At +2 ranks from something. This is Puppet Master, another +2 ranks. It's a low recruit rank on tier 5 though. This will be great. Get higher rank heroes and lords. What are these two ranks going on? What am I missing here? Is it this place? Low recruit rank +2, so it's the Castle Dragonfel's library. Rank 5, and then every tier 5 we're gonna be +1. Once you can recruit them rank 20 plus on the lords, that's gonna be amazing. We don't really intend to recruit extra lords above 9 unless it's gonna be good rank.
Even assassin cannot not.
This one has 7 stone vermin.
Plan scheme is discordant.
For a tier 4 unit, they should get more health and ways to get perfect vigor. Or at least currently apply this to can rates. There should be a technology like the Soul Binder. They get perfect vigor. Technology should give the rates perfect vigor. But to keep them on tier 4 and 5, they should have more health. They'll have 0 armor. They can have 0 armor and lower health just because of this. Technology could also increase their physical resistance by another 5%. But a couple hundred more health on this tier for sure. It does not lower their Their physical resist, no, but lowers pretty much everything else. Their attack and defense and damage. And speed. Attack being the primary thing they lose, because this unit's supposed to be deadly. They can be deadly without attack buffs, which comes from magic. So I could totally see two technologies for these guys, where one is 5 physical resist and one is perfect vigor. The other stats are fine. We can just buff magic if they get this. Because most vampire units are supposed to be buffed by one Dancer Cab or Staff of Domination, the Book of Arcan. You have so many ways to buff attack. What makes no sense that the unit is the vigor and the fact that technology just gives them more damage when they need attack. Their battle skills are questionable as well. The buffing of magic resistance is kinda pointless. Instead of them dying instantly, they're gonna die 3 seconds later if they get hit by magic. So they got hurt on their battle skills as well, but they do get attack, which they need. So questionable battle skills, questionable technology, and for a higher tier they don't have enough health. It's clearly not a tier 4 and tier 5 unit.
Grave times.
If this was, if this unit had perfect vigor right now, we can say they're tier 4 and 5, without technology. But they have way too much things already at the same time. It's, you know, multiplayer exists, that's the main issue with these units. And then it's the difficulty, and then it's, you know, power creep.
Everything.
And they just blend technology tree, it doesn't really help them. One of the bloodlines can also have a skill or a main trait buff for the rates as well. Like the Necrar maybe. Necrar could have the rate, something that helps the rate and could be used with other armies on the main trait. This bloodlines need unique traits and not randomly roll traits. So instead of rolling Dark Majesty Tactician, you roll unique traits to Lamian bloodline, unique to Necrar bloodline. And it could be army-wide buffs or some campaign stuff. These are not tier 4 and tier 5 units.
Darkness come.
The units have too much, so they can't really be changed because of multiplayer. And they haven't changed technologies in years. And they made them higher tier for that make no sense. Especially every faction literally, just look at the recent change with dwarves. They moved the hero buildings down by 1 tier. But for vampires they kept them on tier 4 and 5. And they moved their tier 3 and 4 building 1 tier up. While they did the change for everybody else, like with this building here, which, you know, is questionable. It's in the whole military recruitment, this faction is questionable. Let me get some water. Beric. Okay, I'm here. I'm considering to attack this, but it could backfire here. But characters are immortal, so should be fine. Tier 3 settlement, huh? This army is blocked, and this 2 could be a lot to handle.
Foolish, stupid.
You only had a couple more Vargas here. This army just needs lots more Vargas at this point. The stuff is set here.
No.
There is a big battle here. They might just pull out and we can just expand impunity here. There could be something marching from the north as well. This one can't reinforce.
Possible.
There's 7 stone vermin here.
No.
There's Gorich here, which we somehow missed.
Your wish, master.
There's 1 brute horror and they're recruiting more units. And if Eltaron was here, we'd have just clicked this, but now we just have to be careful.
Never. No.
Let's just sack it.
Do you need fresh troops?
Occupying, there's a small risk. This being a war zone is a good thing.
Strike out.
Top 1 Carstein level 20. This was our 4th army. We need to get veteran battle skills here. Of the Vargeists. The characters are immortal here, so we can do a little bit more now. It's a shame when you know, you're putting your heroes on risk, and sometimes it will die just before immortality. You have to build them all over again. This army needs more quality, but we don't use recruitment buildings. We just need to find piles. So as we get piles of these armies now, we're just gonna add quality. Any opportunity now with this reliable armies, we'll just be adding units because the economy allows it at this point. Adding another army like this is pretty much like upgrading quality in 5 armies.
Ascendant.
For what we have right now, it's fine.
Light.
I'll keep an eye on the dwarves in this area here.
Be important.
We need to protect this coast here for now. So we'll be pushing if they get too many vampires. So not really worried.
Fight.
This is our lowest arm right now. Still trying to get heroes inside.
We destroy.
Which will be under risk for some time.
I will not betray you. Move. I will not betray you. Necropolis awaits. Then go. More mausoleums to defile. The Shamblers move. Your wish, master. Who shall we destroy?
So the Lord Keeper's currently here, and we build stuff.
Expand.
Now they're going into Artois.
Moving.
We have 7 of them.
I thirst.
There's gonna be a couple provinces here now switched to tier 4 economy.
Mausoleums to
The vampire layers and necromancy buildings.
follow me.
Yes, my son.
Like Forest of Arden and Castle Baston. Let's start building this one early. This is a war zone potential with a high L, so we need extra garrison. Meaning this one will go. We actually need growth more. Necromancy makes more money than repression building anyways. So I'll get the repression building here over because we need growth here.
Your wish, master.
It's controlled by the border princess. Using this one to scout a bit, explore a bit, I mean. Discipline 1. This is Lord of Shadows.
Follow me.
We might get this one up, we'll try. This is overrun, not even know about it. I have to send, I'm sending Isabella there anyways. Admin boost income is the one outside White Runner, huh? All good. Considering the size of the empire, we need to also keep in mind the construction report, otherwise we go through the buildings again. It's all good. Nagan has attack critique, so it looks like Dark Elves are making a move. Ooh, beautiful. Might be able to get away from this. If we didn't get ambushed, that would have been really bad. We got an ambushed, that would have been a tough one. In the old system, we might have been ambushed here. Nice, now they're fucked. Brimmer forfeited the area by that move. Because we can handle them one-on-one, even if they're gonna be enough, you know, to make it even. But when there are two of them, it's just near defeat. Depending on what goes in the battle. This is good. The Roman is experience, and the Red Eye will give it. I experience stone trolls are scary. But their war boss only has one battle skill. 1 point battle skills. It looks like their war boss is disciplined. Must be nice. Kislev. We got 4 Graveguard with great swords. And we got magic. They have to go here as well, we have also 6 spears. Which means there's no flanking here, they just have to go through. Some units just work better when there is nobody attacking at the sides. Like Graveguard or Longbeards. Ironbreakers. Don't touch the sides, you're fucked. You just have to go straight through a unit that is made to fight like that.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Hey, Taco.
What the hell?
Still have no experience or high casualties. This army also lacks on living host. No attacking next to defense for the infantry yet. Guess this tree got tick here. I'm gonna close it and find them from the front. You don't need to flank them with ogres or the black knights. We can drop Vargas on top of their heads. Am I going to try the Albator Master? Hell yeah, yeah. I'm planning, you know, to play it, you know, long farming sessions. Just, you know, get in the atmosphere of the game, collect items, farm, and play various classes. I'm gonna do most of it on stream as well. I'm looking forward to it. You know, they're so excited, you know, even in despite of what's happening right now with the company. So you can expect lots of the Albator Master on stream, at least initially.
Take it all!
Put the dual weapons depending where the boys go. So what do we have here? Don't have the Curse of Years. Curse of Years is pretty nice in this case. This guy doesn't have Master of Dead, but we have Curse of Undead. We still want to have this blue radius here in this case, because these guys have little no buffs here. It's so bad for these guys in melee that we have to rely on Encourage. This blue circle is the Encourage effect, which will help a little bit with leadership. These guys need a little more effective health, because most of these don't even have any experience. I want to take down this army, clear the follow-up, and then clear Karakad, and this army needs experience. It's on those battlefield where it's bugged, right? Somebody was half-assing this battlefield. You can see the campaign map, minimap. You can see the forest on the map, right? There are no trees. But they forgot to remove the forests. So you got a campaign map, minimap with forests on the minimap. But the environment either is bugged, failed to load properly, or somebody was half-assing on the job and just fucked it up and just, you know, said it done. Let's go next day. So you got forests with no trees. So visually you're missing trees, but mechanically they're still there. This is not the only battlefield with this issue. There are, I think, 3 of them. It's been like this for years. Okay, put these guys around here. Gonna keep the reserve around. Vampire can stay on the left side. And we'll see where we get the Necrarch. Knowledge added 1 more province, sure. Let me just update that. Oh, we can start now. They have no artillery, I don't think, so they just have trolls. Archers. Black Knights have a decent speed for cavalry unit 78, so none of the units can catch us. Trolls can totally destroy them though. But they can bully stuff like their archers. That's a bug. Sober and Coke.
sir.
You serve me!
So looks like most of the grinding will be happening on the left. We'll send these guys to close them on the other side. Trolls will do a lot of damage initially. Just to lower their attack a bit.
We surpass Nagash.
The Soviets is here. Okay, very good. Okay, put those trolls to 0 melee attack. And we're gonna send the knights around. Got a nice sandwich here.
Your desire?
Our time is now.
You hit this one, you hit that one. And the ogres can go on the left. They're disengaging with trolls here. We're gonna have to engage like this. The Soviet is available soon. This is not very healthy though. It was actually pretty smart to send it like that. This should be enough here. The Vargas had a drop on them.
Not now, boys! I hunger!
Black Knight struck against the trolls, but the Vargas should do okay here with healing. Let them attack above here. They're starting to break. We could do Withering to rout them. Okay, that's enough.
Their time has come.
Trolls actually getting wrecked here by the boys. Well, it's not the archers that did all that damage. I'm a little bit silly. Could have been the archers. Ogres. Might have been the boys. The Wab buff is a lot.
Without magic!
With haste, by handheld will. All before
You know, because years
will
here.
perish.
The Soviets also make them to start losing, and it could be enough just to rout them. So it's enough to rout them. It's kind of like a demoralizing effect. But if my units start winning, they get leadership. The units start losing, they lose leadership. It's one of the leadership effects in melee combat.
In my gut!
One of the great weapons taking damage. Still missing battle skills completely here. You just see how much damage those goblin archers and the boys did. Who's my favorite faction? Dwarves. The Empire is not far behind, and then it's the Vampire Counts. See, this guy's taking quite a bit of damage without the regeneration, more additional magic resist. The regeneration is just enough against the rod. Some magic resist. One river troll was a good combo there. But if you are trying to debuff them, it doesn't do much. Just makes it worse, better to be in a stone troll. It does look like this unit has been sniping the ogres. 6,700 damage, 11 kills. Yeah, the archers were sniping ogres. That's why they're taking such massive damage. On the stone trolls deal 12,000 damage. Ooh, Mangumbat. Garrison is not good enough here. What are the rebels going to do when we lose this element? Are they just disappear? Being corruption rebels and all. This guy is rank 9. The walls are a tier 2. I'm feeling if they merge this, they get better into this army. Ghouls are trash. Even the goblins can kill them, especially when they're rank 6. Orc boys will be a problem even for the graveyard at this stage, because they have experience in the WoW. 3 graveyard can clear 5 boys. This is just a waste here. There goes Mangumbat. Did they clear those rebels without taking any damage? Wow.
Bats and wolves, gather.
Puppet Master.
I refuse.
Oh, they kept it on tier 3. That's good for them.
Zalgov,
So they haven't encamped here, instead they take a turn of attrition. Because, you know, encamping costs a lot of movement points. So with Puppet Master we got cheaper hero actions, cheaper hero recruitment, so better for cycling. 10 leadership for lords and heroes, and lord recruit rank +2. So now we can recruit lords rank 5. You can see here to recruit a vampire now it's you don't pay anything.
Ready. Yes, Neferata was right.
Do you need fresh troops?
Let's check the rest of the hero stuff.
Yes.
Looking for Devious White Kings. There's one Necromancer available here. Might as well just make money with him right now.
I will not betray you. I will not.
This one is the Lore Keeper. Join the gang.
March. Ready?
Yeah.
On
Big
deck,
dwarf movements
ascendant.
around here. I think they're preparing another attack on Fort Sol. There's an army in the vaults, 16 to 17 units.
Sorcerer Inventor. Yes, yes.
King of Darkness. Vlad
And they're gonna clear Karak drone. They're recruiting an army there as well.
The world will drown in them.
The best thing to do about this area is to abandon it before Clan Wars declare us war, because you have no Black Rog. This goes Vlad and Isabella directly on Red Eye Mountain. We'll go via the raised dead zones. Maybe we see a Vargas or two. Who knows, maybe there's gonna be a Terrorgas at this point. Okay, what's the second army? The third army is here. Third army has quite the opportunity here, now that we block this army and the separatists too. We don't wanna take the rest of the Empire lands here, but maybe the Southern Oblast as well, but further than that it's just gonna be chaos waste when the chaos arrives. Unless we send the main military north, which we're not really planning.
That will do nicely.
We did that recruiting an army and help it. This is just for the boost income. The Clan Molder has rank 14 with 10 settlements.
Endless hunger.
Take what's theirs. Time to see where the night.
Keep your roving eyes away.
Asur Prince, speak your deceitful words and then get out of my sight.
Everqueen of... Do not waste your breath.
Looks like Ultvan is all controlled by the High Elves.
The Queen of Tides!
So,
Soon.
Black-hearted.
Look at Lastre, boys. It's mainly Lizardman. The bottom half.
Malekith.
Malekith should be doing fine until the chaos arrives. And he's probably gonna start struggling.
I'll have you speak now. Praise your gods. I like what you say. Very good.
Defensive lines for Red Duke gets us close to Confederation. We might have a couple of Bloodline Lords that might be usable.
Necropolis awaits. Yes, plunder the grimoires. Your wish, master.
So this another boost income. Okay, third army, top one Carstein, Sheer Wizard. Okay,
Soon.
looks like we got a one battle here. Finish off the Baston here.
Bring me flip.
It's only one battle because they're in a march stance, but still good. Stone is gone. One less Bretonnian faction as a student.
Now.
Who wishes the red kiss?
This is actually no longer needed. The Black Cats and Restless Spirits. We're just gonna mess up with our future lords.
Your wish, master.
Undeath Ascendant.
What?
We have plenty of public order, and where we don't have public order, we actually want rebels. Hey Miyari, my skin toaster. Faction minus 12. Ah, full control.
Who shall we destroy?
It's actually good to keep this thing here.
I will not betray you. Who shall we destroy? Do you need fresh troops? I will not betray you. Your wish, master. More mausoleums to defile.
Reconnaissance with Roma now. A conduit here. Living host here, and it's a vampire here, unnamed. This is good experience for Roman.
Look on me.
Scotty, Emergency Lord. Mainly fighter. He's beaten the Kingslayer in that big siege, so it's even better. This guy has a very good base stats for fighting. This is mortal, so we can always use it for emergencies. Had 8 armies right now.
Tremble.
Can the trick as they've been defeated and we can go attack Karakad immediately. Good experience for Roman.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
This is a disciplined death. I want her in the Vlad's army.
Light.
Who wishes the red?
Red Incarnate, Elteron. Elteron is only one that will go Red Incarnate. Just clear this. Somehow this goblin got 63 kills. How the fuck is a goblin great shaman with no mount get a 63 kills?
Strike out!
Could have gotten actually 2 bellows with that guy.
Soon I'll be all powerful. They will serve.
Okay, flip Karakadin again. Make a shithole. Rebels.
Now! Brave times.
This army is lacking replenishment. These are mountains as well.
Everything done.
Now, this is nice for Roman for some experience. I think this most of this stuff, nothing is here. The main attack is going for Mangum, but at 6 kisses. Let's see. What are we getting next? Line of sight, ambush chains, public order 5 in all provinces. %10 weapon strength for all cavalry in all armies was the first one. The next one is unit experience gain per turn plus 100 all armies. This stacks well with Blood skill and should be taken as early as possible, so we get lots of experience across. Blood has this skill, one of his best skills. Local armies receive 230 experience. This means Vlad and anybody in the area, and then all armies, including Vlad's army, additional 150 experience. This means the Vlad army receives 380 experience per turn, while all other army faction 150. With the second Blood Dragon, Vlad nearly gets as much experience every turn as the AI legendary 500 per turn. If you're training in the army, well, with a White King, which is kind of a waste, you get more than AI per turn. Blood will always have a veteran army due to this, but without the Blood Dragon, the other ones will take longer to get there. With the second Blood Dragon, it actually makes the Vlad even better. So Vlad makes the second Blood Dragon even better, and the second Blood Dragon makes Vlad even better because of this. Awaken the second Blood Dragon. We have to confirm it works. I'm gonna remind me turn 79 to check this 1935. Do you ever use the Sylvan range troops? Sometimes. Mainly just for emergency garrisons.
All shall know me.
And the second Blood Dragon is Master of the Black Arts. Get a Spirit Leech. That could be way worse. Our army number 8 will be a cunning Lamian bloodline. Where are we gonna get her?
No.
This area is highly rebellious. We get the nice options here. Wolfenburg makes a lot of sense.
What? My thralls, track ahead!
Poison on her is pretty nice. What's special about the Lamian bloodline? They're really solid fighters. Stat-wise, the best looking. Start with 20 physical resist, perfect vigor, 25 anti-infantry, even have a debuff in an AoE. It's kind of like a one-hit dance macabre, except it's in a radius with a long duration debuff instead of buff. You can get a dragon later. There's a hive mind. It's just like a lore skill here to lower the construction costs on the vampire layers, make them also construct faster. This is totally situational and inconvenient skill, should not even exist if you ask me. Additional campaign side for the Lord's Arm 10%, that's almost nothing. So it's kind of like a filler skill. You do already get the third one here, 150%. And 100 army gets additional 10%, while you get 150% here.
My bloodline
The bench is gonna be the most affected by this. Queen Bee, which is quite disgusting skill. It's probably her best skill, but as you can see, we are getting kisses and everything just fine without her. It's basically Devious times 10. Literally, Devious times 10. So it increases the chance of the heroes of the local region, not province, local region, by 50%, lowers the cost, pretty much free with a specialist and the technology. And the other heroes will have trouble harassing as well. This skill is okay to get. Help you get rid of some of the stuff and makes the devious White Kings even more efficient. Especially assault garrisons, click, 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 click campaigns. The magic is a combination of lore of vampires and lore of shadows, nothing special. There's lightning reflexes here, speed and ward save 32 seconds. Very long buff. There's a transfix. Also adds discourage effect. Queen Bee probably should have been just her train instead of random one. Yeah, I can totally see that. Either this or this could be her main trait for the Lamian bloodline. Oh, it's a vampire, it's Curse of Undead, so that's the most important thing to unlock. Open with that to get the basic stuff done. On the base is all this solid fighting. It's kind of like a better Isabella.
Yes, my sire.
Just get an army of skeletons for now, and we'll just add heroes and quality over time. The usual stuff. Was our army number 8, dear bro. I have one emergency army right now, so everything is extra expensive. This army is dying from corruption. Should probably just send Scotty to suicide here to damage him even further. It might happen on their turn. We'll see if we block it, might just disband this, we don't really need this here. If it happens on their turn, we don't have to pay upkeep for him next turn. Well, Scott can die, so it's perfectly fine. They're stuck on the other side, huh? This army is getting there. The Blood Knights here. This is Waking Dead and Unliving Hosts like Vlad. Blood Knight units is pretty important in long campaign. Don't care about the ex-Public Order anymore. This one is 2 ranks of mortality.
Darkness comes. Very well. Let us hold a conclave, my kin. I assent.
Treasury is so weak, man.
Fine. So be it.
Confederation because it causes a lot of rebellions, which is a good thing.
Yes, you will be rewarded. Spread the rot. More mausoleums to defile.
Unswerving.
Even the Lawmaster could not.
What in the fuck is this shit here?
It's a dead.
Gorok, are you fucking lost? You hate winter to that much? Fucking hell, he's going at the other side of the world. Trog, what have you done to him?
This better be important. Deliver it unto me.
Let's hide this army here.
March. We are in agreement.
This night, very good.
I thirst.
These heroes have all thrown.
Darkness comes.
I will not betray you.
Where's the border here? We need to look for some cannon raids for Kamler.
It will be. Find me grave bound. I need more minions.
More minions! There's currently no siege attack around.
You dare?
I dare! Come on, man, where the shit, yo?
They will all pay. Strike out. The dead are
See legs and put him in a boat.
Now.
So where's the border here? This is Gisaru. Gisaru. The border is in the favor of Gisaru, Kislar.
Strike out. Yes, my sire. Moving. I thirst. My thralls track ahead.
March. Necropolis awaits. No, I think not, mortal.
6 of them here, number 7. Last row materials at sea.
Who shall we destroy?
Yeah, I'm gonna do wall, and let's get the big income buildings here, the Vampire Lair and the Necromancer, which also give us more heroes. And now they can go into Gisaru.
Your wish, master. You dare follow me?
Darkness comes. Who
Going
wishes
into
the red
Baston
kiss?
next.
Expand Sylvania's
Reichland
borders.
is getting close to tier 5 as well. And I'll take this for free. Okay. 4,000 gold, 4,000 cost building, by the way. Now is here a potential war zone. So I'll get a vacant battlefield. Okay, Tomo Carstein will attack the Skaven here. This is pretty much their only military here. We've been patient.
I hunt.
Do you need
There's
friends?
a hero in one of these armies, right? What the hell is that? A higher rank one?
I will not
22.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord,
that one is our, currently our best one to target heroes.
Your wish, master.
This one is exhausted.
I smell death.
Let's see if anything is coming from this side. Doesn't look like it. And we can decide to block this army here. With this strength, they can still mess up the Griffinwood or this area here. Scotty could add more units as well.
Do you need fresh troops?
Devious, devious,
On deck,
devious,
ascendant.
devious. 4 devious there, but the hinder replenishment
Will not.
is gone. Okay. Block here would be amazing, 70%. Okay, they're fucked. They're gonna die to attrition.
Not possible. Possible.
And we'll send all the devious heroes north now into this region here.
Then go.
Yes.
They don't even have to. They don't even have to.
Yes.
They don't even have to be in the region. This is a province effect. Local province, local province. Solgaris for experience.
I thirst.
Who shall we?
She's rank 9 with rank 2 wound. This one has rank 3 wound. Target Gorge for a kiss, 60%. Okay, we got him. Army is also automatically
Yes,
much
my
more
sire.
weaker.
Dance
Just keep
macabre.
the soul here for vision. The clan mode is getting fucked just with the hero game here in just a single army at a time.
It is not.
Okay, and now Tom von Carsten will attack Castle Rauken.
Wipe them out.
And another battle here against the Skaven. Shit ton of infantry. They got this red nothing with no range. It's like we're fighting vampire counts here. It's still a pretty quick victory with medium casualties. And we have a vampire lord. Vampire lord. This used to mean something. Vampire fucking lord. Now it's just Pepelaf, Sage, Kekwi, and yeah, Set Kek. And don't forget Copium. Keklia Tour. The Vampire Lord is the head of the Vampire army, so it should be the most powerful thing in the army, which it still is, but it used to mean more. More before the old power creep. Used to be something, you know, special.
I thirst.
Find me if you dare.
Take it all.
This is the von Carsten bloodline, so the primary unit will be Vargas in the army. But we just need to get more Vargas. We're not using really recruitment buildings unless they've been there after city capture. We've mainly been using what we could find with Raise Dead and all the stuff. Situational stuff. The recruitment is convenient, but I don't really care about it. The vampires don't really need recruitment buildings, you can play without it. It is convenient sometimes when you capture a city to recruit. In worst case scenario, if an army like this gets destroyed, you just build a tier 3 building in one settlement before the Lord even comes back, and then you just get a bunch of Vargas and move the building again. Current buildings for this faction no longer fit the game. This faction is supposed to be swarming, but there's an upkeep thing, so you slowly add quality, which is perfect with the race dead. If it's sometimes just that inconvenient. But you also have access to other troops, like the Regiments of Renown or the Ogres. The Stonewarmen and the Plague Monk's main issue here. The Veteran Stonewarmen is actually no joke if you don't have counters for them. The Stormwind regular do get kind of countered by the Vargas, but we don't have really counters to them. That's gonna be a grinder. I guess we just buff our units, debuff their units. Miasma is like a small counter, but we can only use one at a time. We do have Fog of Doom, which is a counter, if we can pile them up. This is the Von Carstein bloodline, so Fog of Doom is beautiful. It's more beautiful than ever. We can go in a tick formation here. Going wide will just help them. We want to go tick formation and we don't want to chase them around. I think we can cook those Plague Monks. They can kill a lot of skeletons. The Stone Worm coming here as well, just miasma that shit and breed on it. The main weakness of the Stone Vermin, it's not them being a, you know, melee unit. The main weakness is their numbers, which is also their main strength. It's kind of fucked when you think about it. That's why it would be better if the unit has 120 entities. Just have to hold this area with all the magic. We have curse. Oh, they're fucked. Curse of years. And this guy. There's actually one shooter there. Don't have to send these guys yet. We need to make sure these guys are not going into halberds. What about the garrison? Oh, look at this guy's going around. Oh, clan raids. Oh, my ogres are hungry. Okay, Vargas will clear those targets that try to flee, and look at the skeleton spearmen there. Look at all this shit here. Stone vermin, clan raids, plague monks. What's the matter? Shit don't work. Can't get up today. This is skeleton fucking spearmen. Just wondering what happens when you just remove their attack. Might as well be chosen for these Kevin boys. The Dragon Breath caused a massive leadership penalty. Any further damage on top of that was too much. Position this one to support these units here. Master are dead. Unholy Lodestone. Vigor Mortis, and I heard guys don't need attack values. Or this Stone Vermin. 23-minute attack now. Okay, this flank is getting cleared here. I forgot to even send the vampires here. Stone Sword and Shield, that's fine. Their Lord is fleeing. We don't need Vargas against their infantry. Where can we flock here? This looks good. Should probably just send one after this thing here. Don't need 3.
Magic. Necromancer.
It's gonna be a rout. Literally doing nothing to us. No, no guarding yet, huh?
Necromancer.
The living will join us!
Death.
There's a Storm Halberds there.
Vampire! Blood magic!
Surprisingly very high leadership here. Considering they're literally doing nothing to us. One group of 4 here, one group of 4 here, in the middle Mustard that is now Lodestone. And we're gonna be casting some location heck. This game will run pretty fast on the battlefield, so we might have not much time.
Time.
I serve my sire! What?
Necromancer.
So they're generating to near max health, invocation health, and start resurrecting them more often. We have a target limit 4 here.
Lord and master,
necromancer. Winds of death!
Kind of crazy when you apply a little bit pressure on these units, how bad they are. We'll just curse them on that half the time. Block of Doom just crushing them in the melee there. I don't think this guy's a battle skill, because if they're battle skills, these guys would have been dying much faster. We'll then occupy cause a mess, so we get more rebels. This causes massive public order penalty, and we get provincial instability. We expect some rebellions here.
This better be important.
Who wishes the
Dagbro's gonna need a lot of experience. Is to not provide military presence here, you can just remove them, but it doesn't really matter in this case because it's gonna rebel anyways. Be good if they are trying to besiege you, so they don't besiege you to block replenishment or something. Rank 21 on top on Carstein, getting veteran battle skills. We got unlimited host for ground units, Creature of Night for the flying units. This is gonna be mostly later stuff. We're not gonna use any of this. We don't need 2/6 to unlock this and to get flying horse. This was what? A pile of 3.4 thousands. Oh my god, it was a pile potentially. I wasn't even thinking about it, guys. What the hell, man? Why did they not kill any more skeletons? It's just fucking skeletons, man. We do have them buffed, but still, man, it's like those stone women and shit. We did too much there. Too much click. That was not good. We should have just let him kill more skeletons. Another like 1,000 skeletons. They would have all replenished anyways, for most part.
No, Gracie, never wrong.
What do you want?
4142 on the warriors, 3650 on the skeleton spearmen. When you have unlimited host, they make all the difference, look you up, between this unit being trash and actually doing something. Experience on top of that, we have Vlad, so we get more experience. Second rank in Blood Dragon, they get more experience. They can even reach Legions of Dead in this way. They have enough leadership. And we got some buffs here for them as well.
More sleep shines.
The Vlad ones are actually been even problematic for dwarves, because Vlad also buffs the damage more. It's quite solid unit, totally buffered. These units are better than the usual because of Coven of Undead. Because when you have battle skills and experience on top of technologies, and then you support them with magic, it's the whole package, and then it just works, and it's beautiful. Coven of Undead and the extra experience from here works quite nicely. You get those low tier troops with higher stats, leadership, attack, defense. But you know, the key is to have everything: battle skills, technologies, experience, and the right support. Either, you know, the magic, necromancer, nearby buffs, Mortis Ancient, stuff like that.
All
Because when you have a unit here like this and you don't use Curse Summon Dead, Invocation of Heck, one who downs per cap, Star of Domination, Book of Arcane, stuff like this, you know, they'll just struggle and they'll just eventually get killed. But when you add these effects and you do a little bit of damage with magic, makes all the difference. And when you have stuff like Vigor Mortis, regeneration for them, and then you add on top of that Brass Cleaver with extra attack, debuff the enemy with extra with lower attack, it's just everything is just so beautiful in Mel. Then you have all the buffs and the enemy just struggle to grind you. Then even the skeletons might be too much unless they have the top elite units, you know, like Chosen, Sword Masters, Blade Dancer, shit like that. This will all still kill mass murder skeletons, no problem. But then you know, have the Graveyard for those situations where it's gonna be even with all these buffs. Even if these units on the base are worse.
Your wish, Master.
Keep an eye on the movements here.
Crumble.
This better be important.
Yeah, the Necromancer army and might not have any gear. Wark is fine. Chilling stuff actually better. I'll put Book of Arcane with Vampire.
I thirst.
What do you want?
It's a discipline one here. I want everybody in this army to be Dread Incarnate, because one doesn't do much, but if you get everything, it's okay.
My bloodline calls.
How would Scales do against Rider Primal Glory? Just base Scales just will die. But if they're buffed with everything, they'll poke those dinos. They'll still probably lose. Does Dread Incarnate stack? Yeah. That's why we want every character in this army to be Dread Incarnate, otherwise it doesn't do well. If you have like 4 or 5 of them, it's nice. With Executioner, Fear Effect, some other you know, negative leadership stuff, you almost feel like you're playing a normal leadership-wise.
More mausoleums to defile.
If you put like 10 of them, it works loudly.
Follow me. I will not betray you. Do you need fresh troops?
Move. Yes, my
I think this one should go to Kemler, right?
Sylvania's borders.
Lost are... it's actually didn't lost, it's, we still have one more turn. Yeah. Now this is okay here. Castle just get a grow building. We are at what now? 64 settlements. Gotta deal with the red eye, and we will. We'll also clear the dwarves here and elsewhere. And we might not have enough time to see what's gonna be coming from here. And we don't want to get an army here for multiple turns. Noon is the next place to get the construction crew after Boston. So we're done with top left, bottom left. There's still a few things, but not critical. We can start getting our economic technologies for our tier 4 and 5 buildings, the Necromancer buildings and the Vampire Lair buildings, 30% more on each. There are some other buffs here, like the one for the Blood Knights is very nice, because later it's one of the main units. Lower upkeep for them as well. Yeah, let's get the economic technology. We're gonna have now 5+ cities with these buildings. It's nice to get this early on tier 4, especially with this research, which is nuts. It's turn 78. It's a combination of students and the necromancer selling research. This will give us a lot of income, especially once these buildings get tier 5. For example, in Sylvania, these buildings will generate over 1,000 income each. They're just crazy expensive, but you can just have one less army or construction crews for tier 4 and tier 5 buildings. Otherwise, they cost 25,000 on the base for tier 5 version. We have 8 armies now. One is currently emergency. And we are dealing with 3 fronts. 1, 2, 3. We're starting to get more and more reliable armies. We are close to 5 now, not just Vlad and Isabella. Should Wizard and Tom Carstein are there. So it's a long campaign, you know, no rush. Just build the empire, eternal empire, right? People want a long campaign here, they're gonna get a long campaign here. What the hell? I totally forgot about this shit. This is the Vlad OP ring.
The world will drown.
Let's go. So this is the second Vlad battle for his ring. I guess we can put Talisman Preservation on somebody else. This gives Vlad crazy toughness. We haven't had the Vlad build for what I call the personal prowess, the melee stuff. Because he has a very strong base melee, especially when he's 2 items, healing and toughness. So everything else is just better than him. Which what makes him you know, a good legendary lord. But when you compare it to the bloodlines, you know, before the unique skills, it was, you know, questionable to even put him in the field. That's why we called him Drill Sergeant and just had him benched and used the bloodline lords. But now with the unique skills, they done Vlad justice and he's back in the field. Back in the field and it feels good.
Mine puppets! Do me this deed. Purge the area of insects, so thy master can collect this warpstone unchallenged. Ha! If my memory serves, then I sought out such material in Mordheim some centuries ago. Halcyon days, when my minions hunted Weirdstone, and the Empire was in ruins, as it will be again. Fetch me the head of this Strigoi! I would have this nuisance quashed!
Tank can defeat the enemy army. They got a Mortis engine on the right. The Knights do really good on the right side. This one is flying. We'll have it directly glued to the Mortis engine. Army is pretty fast, mostly beasties. This Vlad can go after the Lord.
Vampire!
The Necromancer is faster than the Graveyard. It's because the Graveyard doesn't have any buffs for speed. This is a pretty cool looking battlefield. This massive stone here only caused this much devastation, man. This thing falls from the sky would have probably caused a cataclysm.
Von Carstein. It shall be done.
We surpass Nagas! We are immortal!
Time to feast.
The Mortis engine, don't let it do any damage. Did some very good damage stuff here with their attack. Curse of Years is it's kind of ridiculous, but it's one of the most effective spells in cast against other undead. This is how fucked up the undead stuff is. Slow them down because they're already slow, lower their attack, their already attack is shit. So, Curse of Years is brutally effective against the undead.
We are the new order! Vampire! Crush the breathers!
All Lenore will perish.
This world is mine.
Is this guy summoning Graveyard? I swear I could kill only one Graveyard there.
Give them the gift. Attack!
Blood magic!
Their time has come. Necromancer.
Looks like he summoned 3 Graveyard. Strigo. How the fuck is a Strigo Ghoul King summoning spamming Graveyard? That shit makes no sense. He can cast it 8 times, Servants of Nagash. I guess, yeah. He's just spamming Graveyard, not cooldown. You know, Strigo is a badass wizard. I guess it's not an army ability to give it to the Lord. Yeah, it's a quest battle thing, because it's Nagash area.
Vlad von Carstein.
I'm in your thrall!
By Van Hell.
This quest battle is so hard early in the campaign. Well, it's early in campaign still. I mean, earlier? How do you send a hero earlier than this in campaign down there?
Blood frenzy!
You have a hero to spare?
With haste.
Where we get hero capacity? Who do you send? One of the 2 starting vampires? Starting White King? I will, I'm doing well, Darky, thank you. Still playing Legendary now, I'm playing on easy these days. Legendary sucks, fuck that shit. So why would you send your starting vampire hero here for this quest when you can use it to actually progress in the campaign? Send a random necromancer there. We sent it there much earlier, but I just forgot about quest bell. It's on 78. The Carstein ring, 5 defense, 7% ward save, 5% punch for the army, faster recovery, harder to harass. And the ability gives him massive ward save, pretty much caps him with the another item.
The von Carstein.
So we have freed one with Talismans of Preservation. Ideally we want a Trickster Helm here. Do we have any Trickster Helms? We have one, it's on Isabella. Isabella has all the mega melee defense. Vlad has also been doing battles, so income for plus battle 15% is fine as well. It's money that costs a 5 defense. With his ring he gets quite a bit of toughness. And now he has a weapon and a ring, and they're both potent. Potion of Strength is available. $781. The Lost Graveyard. Was turn 78. We have this extra army here. Probably just suicide them on this one here instead of disbanding them. That's fine as well.
Look on me and despair.
That was a beautiful turn. Massive progress every turn. Literally, what happens on these turns with less will take 5+ turns to happen, and we can just increase it as well. The only downside is the turns take over an hour, but it's just because you have so much things to do, so many pieces to move, so many things to check, to do. Settlements, heroes, armies, fighting battles, defending. It's just crazy. Because we are just, you know, someone did say we are trying too hard here, right? But, you know, what's the fun of replaying the game if you don't get all the perversions sometimes, especially when you have restrictions. I mean, not any restrictions that matter. I mean, Wind of Death, that's for noobs. It's just, you know, just good for Craigasm sometimes, and the noobs to play these campaigns. Not like you need to cast Wind of Death. There's not really any restrictions here except Mumford being a vassal. Somebody got assassinated. Any growth? was the new recruit. Was that the disciplined one I recruited? I mean, this guy does have 2 points in Assassinate. Okay.
Who wishes the red kiss?
Okay, let's see.
Yes.
480. It's working. We are now the AI with nearly 500 experience per turn. That's the best thing about the Vlad. His army gets nearly 500 experience per turn with the second Blood Dragon, and now the whole faction, especially the new armies, just progress faster, which is just beautiful in a long campaign. This army we got veterans anyway, just fighting battles, but for the rest of the faction, we get 250 experience per turn, and anybody in Vlad area is additional 230. Training should probably be about 100, and it's I think still what 55. It's poop. Training one day will be buffed as well because it's really trash right now. It got buffed already once. It's still very bad. What is it? 30. It's 55, yeah, 55 is trash. The base should be probably 100, and these 3 points lead to extra 50. Which makes it, if you have a White King in the army, get 150 experience per turn. Now that would be a solid army ability. Still not as good as campaign mode range or replenishment, but an option instead of just, you know, training heroes as strictly campaign heroes, unless you are doing some kind of stuff for flavor in the army or shenanigans or desperate. Okay, this is start of turn 79. I feel like this turn is gonna be over 2 hours, but without frankly anymore, well, still night. I'm gonna be switching to Follow 4 boys, doing this campaign and Follow 4 these days. We'll be mixing it up. My schedule is kinda fucked. I'll try to keep Von Carstein's during light and Follow 4 during night. So yeah, we'll be starting stream Follow 4. I'll see you guys in a bit. 1 turn a day. Come on, I played 2 turns today. I think 3. I'm not playing TBC anymore. No. No, I just don't feel it anymore. Laser guns, so I'm switching to other stuff like Fallout 4. You see, I restarted FL4. No, I'm just continuing from that day, from that other part. So it's now gonna be part 3. There's gonna be some other games to play. I'm considering Pillars of Eternity 2, but I'm not sure it's gonna be time. The Winter Legion 2. When I get out of Fallout bug, I'm gonna do Channel Blight. It's been requested, and Total War in the round mixed. Don't want to play too much to burn out. There's still a couple of campaigns, and Diablo 2 Resurrected in 5 weeks, so there's that as well. There's things ahead. Anyways, starting, see you in a bit.